Welcome, beaches.
How do you talk to boys? An efficient way to shave without having to do extreme yoga in the shower and bath. Best place in your honest opinion to shop for plus size clothes. Ooh, how do you fall back in love with yourself? Do you have a kink? If someone lied to you more than one time, will you forgive him? This might be some tea.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart.
Yeah, I really wish my shoes were off. Is that acceptable? I mean, how are you gonna know if I have shoes on or not? Welcome back. This is kind of a cop-out. People do Q&As when they don't have other videos, but also Q&As are when I genuinely feel like I get to connect with you the best. I have been noticing a bunch of people posting girl talk videos, and I feel like I'm 23. That's a good age to give advice, I feel like, because when I was in high school, 23 sounded ancient. Or maybe you are in high school, and you're listening to me say 23, and you're thinking,
Damn, like you're older than you think.
here's a little life fact. As you get older, your body ages, but your mind doesn't. Yes, you mature, hopefully. Some people don't. I still feel like the same person. The same person that's in my head is the same person that was in there in 2013. Also, if you're just clicking on this video for some reason, yes, I took all of the nails off of my right hand. Yes, if you comment about it, it's going to hurt my feelings. Okay, I asked you guys on my Instagram earlier. If you're not following me on Instagram, you should, because I'm currently doing a giveaway on my YouTube channel where I'm giving away $250 to everyone that follows me on TikTok and Instagram, as well as $250 to all of you guys that are subscribed to my channel and comment on every Vlogmas video. So let's get into these. You guys asked so many. Oh my goodness. I should have like went through and picked first. Holy,
Oh my god.
the very first question. How do you talk to boys? Girl, I wish I knew what to tell you, because I have been in a relationship for over a year now. But if you guys were unaware, I was 22 when I started dating my boyfriend. I think I was 16 the last time I had a boyfriend. And in between there, I don't think I went on a single date. Not a single one. Could I have probably gone on dates? Yes. Like, I wasn't mentally there. I didn't know how to message a boy and go on a date with him. I thought I was ugly, so I didn't give off the confidence that is sometimes needed in order to be successful in the dating realm. And honestly, I got very lucky with Gerald, because I didn't have to go looking for him. I didn't seek him out. He slid into my DMs, and for some reason, this has just happened, and now we've been dating for a year. I am very grateful for it, but if I give you advice on boys, it's coming from a place of logic and not experience. But what I can say is I've learned that confidence is key. Even if you don't actually feel it, you better be faking it, okay? You have to act like you're on Broadway, put on a damn show. Be yourself, but you are your own worst critic. Everyone always says that, and you just need to know that you're hot shit and walk around like you're hot shit. The people you will attract will be so much better, and you won't find yourself just gravitating towards like toxicity because you think that's all you're worth, or you won't be as afraid to put yourself out there and go on a date. The worst that can happen is they don't like you back, or they're not interested in you, which can suck. But at the end of the day, it's just a male. There's a lot more of them out there. Advice on overcoming social anxiety / being comfortable being yourself. This is something that I've been working on a lot in therapy, so I'm actually excited to share this with you, and maybe I've talked about it before. I talk so damn much, I forget the things that I have said versus haven't said. To date, the only thing I have found that has worked for me when it comes to social anxiety is exposure therapy. And it's not fun. It's not fun at all. It's putting yourself in the situations that make you anxious. So for me, one of the first things that I started doing, which is terrifying, well, to some people it is going out to eat by yourself. I'm not talking a drive-through. I'm talking going into a restaurant, sitting down by yourself,
Table for Uno.
And eating by yourself. And you don't have to order a salad. Order yourself a big girthy meal, even an appetizer, and take yourself on a date. That's where I started. Another thing I started with was talking to the baristas at the coffee shop that I went to. Instead of just ordering my coffee, I would have a short little conversation with them. Even that small amount of interaction made me uncomfortable. As soon as those things become comfortable, so like I genuinely enjoy going out to eat by myself now. I mean, I don't care if you're gonna judge me because I have no one to go to dinner with. That sounds like a you problem and not a me problem. And I've been able to work past that. And then once you're comfortable with that, you find something new, like something else that makes you uncomfortable. And every time you conquer one of those anxieties and one of those fears, you kind of start to realize that, I mean, everyone, you know, social anxiety is in your head. It doesn't make it any less real, but it is in our heads. A lot of that anxiety comes from what we think other people are thinking and what we think is gonna happen when we go out in public. Most of the time, those things aren't actually true. And as you put yourself in that experience, you begin to realize how not scary it actually is. It is a process. It takes a long time. I'm still not there yet. I see this girl on TikTok who starts recording on her phone and hands it to people and like sings a song, like hands it to a stranger and says, hey, can you record this video for me? It's already recording. And then she's like singing and holding cheese.
I'm in Stop and Shop. I like to shop. Thank you.
And she's like crying, laughing, and like it's so awkward. And honestly, I need to do that. That is some good exposure therapy for me because I hate going to the grocery store. I hate how many people are around. I think people are judging what's in my cart. It's a big anxiety trigger for me. So maybe that's something I need to do. It might be interesting for you guys to watch. I hand someone my big camera and it's like, hey, can you film this? It's already recording. 10,000 likes and I'll do it. But exposure therapy is huge. Someone said nail care. My nails right now, you guys, they're not good. I don't really feel like I'm in a place to share that with you. But I will say, when I switched over to getting Gel X nails instead of acrylics, my nails were a lot healthier. So, Gel X all the way. Can I answer this? Or is that too spicy? Someone said, do you have a kink? I don't have a kink. I think I'm very boring in life and in general. I just want to be loved. How to deal with heartbreak / not valuing yourself enough. Something I have realized over the past few months, it's that so many people are always going through heartbreak. I'm sure in the moment you can feel so alone. Hey!
Are you licking your wee-wee?
Yeah.
I'm sure in the moment going through heartbreak can feel super alone and that you're the only person in the world going through this. The world is never going to keep turning. Like your life is literally over. I'm just seeing so many people in the world going through this shared experience of heartbreak, and there's multiple forms of heartbreak. Friendships, relationships, family members. Like your heart is going to break so many times in your life. I think it's one of those things that's inevitable if you're currently going through a heartbreak. Here is what I have to say to you. The reason you are so sad. If we're talking about a relationship, you lost a person who you shared your life with, who you saw this future with, who you had imagined this future with. I think there's a video of Russell Brand talking about this concept, and now you have to just realize that. Like you have to take those memories, put them away because that's not your reality anymore, and that can be extremely uncomfortable. Let me tell you, if there's anything that you need to know in life, it is that the best changes and the most growth comes from states of being uncomfortable. When you're comfortable in your life, things don't really grow. Things don't get better. Sometimes life needs to hit you in the ass and be like, girl, you are supposed to be doing so much more, and I need you to be uncomfortable right now, and I need you to break yourself down so you can get put back together and be so much stronger and be so much better, go so much farther than the path that you were on. And making yourself uncomfortable in life doesn't only mean in relationships. You can switch career paths, you can move to a different city. Like there's so many ways to make yourself uncomfortable, and you're gonna find so much growth in that. And unfortunately, heartbreak is one of those things that is absolutely devastating, and it's okay to be sad. I would say let yourself feel the feelings, or you're just gonna bottle it up and feel it in 3 months. It's okay to take some time, just be by yourself, really enjoy, get to know yourself again. Everyone always says that, but spend genuine time with yourself and be okay with the uncomfortableness. And I promise you, when you look back on your life 6 months later, after intentionally working on you and yourself, you're gonna be so happy that life happened the way it did. I am a woman.
I am sexy, I'm divine.
What do you do when you have a crush on a guy who has a girlfriend and he also likes you and texts you? Oh no, honey. honey, no. A few things to break this down. One, if you know that a guy has a girlfriend, don't be that girl. Okay, maybe the relationship isn't good, but don't be that girl. If he has a girlfriend, first of all, I think it's your sign to not talk to him. Not only because he has a girlfriend, but I almost just witnessed a car accident. Like, for real, a car accident. You don't want to be with a guy who's willing to talk to other girls while he's in a relationship with you anyway. If there's a guy who's talking to you and he has a girlfriend and he's like flirting with you in a way where you think you might have a chance with him, what's gonna stop him from doing that when he's in a relationship with you? My answer is just stop talking to him. You're not seconds, okay? You're not a consolation prize. You are first choice. So take control of that situation. He doesn't get to have the best of both worlds. Best place, in your honest opinion, to shop for plus size clothes. My plus size queens out there. Honestly, I don't feel like there's the perfect plus size store out there. Maybe I'll create one day. I don't even know how I would do that, but if I ever made a clothing store, it would be the best clothing store. But the best ones that I've been able to find are ASOS, Nasty Gal. I can get the occasional thing from Fashion Nova, but honestly, it's not very consistent. Same with Shein, it's not very consistent, but if you're looking for a trendy piece of clothing to wear once or twice, they have some good stuff on there. American Eagle, although this might be some tea. American Eagle low-key isn't selling their plus sizes in stores anymore. A lot of times when I go to buy new jeans online even, they only go up to 20s, which makes me really sad because I've gotten my jeans from American Eagle for the past like 3 years now, and the fact that they're getting rid of them, like why? Why would you move backwards after you moved forwards to include people? It makes me very angry actually, like very angry. I'm not a fan of Torrid. I get a million comments like, oh, Torrid's such a good plus size store, and I disagree. I think that Torrid does not keep up with, not necessarily trends, but they haven't updated their clothes since 2015. I will buy some of their rings and tights and stuff like that, but their clothes make me angry. If someone lied to you more than one time, will you forgive him? No. If I caught someone in a lie multiple times after we had already talked about it and discussed it and moved past it, and they do it again, it blatantly shows you that they don't respect you. You don't need that in your life. So personally, no, but I understand that when you're in this situation, it's a lot harder. I think that a lot of people get frustrated with people in relationships and friendships when they don't just drop people like the snap of their fingers. Some people do. People need to realize that it's not as easy to cut off relationships with people as you would like it to be. Like when your friend is going through something toxic, you would love it to be as easy as, okay, I'm done with them, moving on. But for most people, it's not that simple. So I'm not gonna tell you, yes, you have to break up or you can't have them as your friend anymore. I'm just saying that it's not the most respectful thing for them to be doing. And if you have the strength to leave them, I think that you deserve to not be lied to. I think that it's as simple as that. Ooh, how do you fall back in love with yourself? That is something, I had therapy yesterday and I was talking to my therapist about that. I think a lot of my anxiety and fear comes from not being alone, but about how I feel when I am alone. When I tell you exactly how I figure it out when I am truly in love with myself, I'll let you know, but I just think it's about spending time with yourself and not putting pressure on it. So just taking yourself out, enjoying your time when you go and get coffee, find things that make you happy and make sure you prioritize time to do them without needing other people to enjoy them, if that makes sense. A lot of people nowadays just don't spend time with themselves, and that's how people get lost in relationships and why people kind of turn into their friends. Like whoever they're hanging out with, they take on their persona and their personality because they don't know who they are on their own. I think that the more time you spend with yourself, the easier it will be for you to know yourself and to be comfortable alone. Putting yourself in a position to have to spend time alone, whether it be moving somewhere where you don't know anybody or leaving a relationship or finding new friends. Like you'll be more picky with the people you do choose in your life because you're okay if they're not in your life. Where to start with building a badass bitch wardrobe? I noticed I was just buying trendy clothes when the new trends would come out and I didn't really know how to style any of them and it really wasn't my style. I don't know if I've truly found my style yet, but what I have seen that I really like, what do they call it? Oh my gosh, it's a something wardrobe. You have like a few basic items. You pick like a color scheme where you have like whites, blacks, tans, creams. Like you pick your colors and then you can mix and match them. And they're just the cutest, most clean looking outfits. And I think honestly that's such a good place to start. The basics, like a nice pair of jeans, a pair of black pants, a pair of tan pants, white tank top, white long sleeves, black long sleeves, black short sleeves, like getting all those basic items, and then you can just mix and match them and you have the cutest outfits. And I think that's the best place to start because you can build around that, buy a trendy piece of clothes here or there, but you always have that like staple complete wardrobe. And I wish I knew the word that it is. If you know what it is, comment it below because I can't think of it.
But that's what I'm gonna start doing.
That's my goal. How do you deal with not getting annoyed during that time of the month? I am the worst. I'm supposed to get my period in like 2 days. One day, I'm about to be a bitch. I actually get really emotional the week before my period. I'm starting to feel super bloated. Like I've noticed my face is really bloated the past like week, which is normal. That's also why I'm trying to really make sure I'm not eating fast food the past few days because it just helps with my period, I've noticed. But honestly, I think awareness helps. Yes, is our hormones and we can't necessarily control it, but I really truly feel like it doesn't give an excuse just to walk around and be a bitch. And I know it's hard and it sucks and it hurts, literally physically hurts. And no, you're not gonna always be able to control it, but I feel like attempting to control it is necessary because you don't want to just walk around being mean to everyone in your life for a whole week and then be like, oops,
Sorry, I was on my period.
like sometimes when my mom is really hurting because her disease that she has causes her a lot of pain, she gets really angry and really mean. She doesn't really anymore because she's been working on it. It's frustrating because I want to help you and I want to be there for you because I know you're in pain, but you're just being mean, and that's not fair because I'm not doing anything to you. I've been very open and honest about how growing up I was very spoiled, and I've had to learn as an adult that not everyone is going to do everything for you. That is not how life works. Everything is not handed to you on a silver platter, and you have to show up for yourself and do it your damn self. So I used to get really angry when people wouldn't do things for me, which is such a shitty trait. Don't be that person, okay? Or I would get really angry and mean when I was depressed and anxious. I've truly had to learn that
Samantha, you can't just treat people badly because you're going through something.
I know, like with your period, it's like really hard to control that, but if you're aware enough to know that that's how you act and feel before your period, the littlest things make us mad right before our periods or right on our periods. Just think about the statement you're gonna say, ask if it's worth it, ask if it's genuinely worth a fight, and maybe just communicate that with your partner, your family, your friends, like, hey, I'm just feeling a lot of emotions, I'm on my period, it kind of hurts, and I'm not in the best mood today. I feel like communication can save us from a lot of fights in our lives. Periods suck. Someone said an efficient way to shave without having to do extreme yoga in the shower and bath. I'm a bigger girl, so that already makes it a little bit more difficult to shave. And if you have any helpful tips on how to shave without actually having to be a contortionist, you let me know. Best way to feel good about your body. This is one of the hardest things to do. People can struggle with their body at any size and any shape. Someone might have a body that you would absolutely love to have, and they might be just as insecure as you are and hate their body just as much as you do. I've always said this, growing up with a sister who is like more societally pretty, like being thin, I've learned that my insecurities because I'm bigger aren't any more valid than hers because she's skinny. When it comes to loving your body, honestly, all I've really seen that it's helped me is just realizing that I don't have to look like everyone else. There are days where I look at myself and I think, Samantha, you are just not cute. You're not it. And then I have days where I'm like, you're a motherfucking rock star. My beauty isn't tied to how big I am or how small I am. I've spent more time just looking at myself in a not negative way, whether it's like standing in front of a mirror naked. It's so awkward in the beginning, but I think it's important to accept yourself as the way you are. And instead of looking at yourself and thinking negative things, you don't have to be naked. You can be in like clothes or whatever, and just point out things that you like about yourself. You're probably not gonna feel it right away, but just fake it till you make it for a while, and before you know it, you're gonna realize, I've had my ideal body. Like, I'm hot. I deserve this. I've been deserved this. Why didn't I do it sooner? I've been taking care of myself a lot more, and for me that means doing my hair, putting on makeup, putting together a cute freaking outfit. I just feel so much better about myself because I deserve to be able to do all those things instead of just watching other people look cute on TikTok and saying to myself, you know, maybe if I got skinny, I could public like that. Like, no, I can do that now. Thoughts on hormonal birth control. So birth control is something that works well for so many people, but I also know it doesn't work well for so many people. And I know that there's also a million reasons that people get on birth control that aren't just to not have babies. I know for me personally, I'm not on birth control. I learned that because of the migraines that I experienced, that it would be very dangerous. I don't need birth control right now anyway. I just would like my period to be more regular. But what I will say is my best friend Jaden just had a baby while having the copper IUD. Like, she had to get the IUD removed because she was pregnant. Didn't work so well. And the doctor actually said that around the same time Jaden got pregnant, there was like 4 other people that also had just gotten pregnant on the IUD. I feel like I have enough issues going on in my uterus that I'm not gonna try and mess it up with birth control, but I do know that it works really well for some people. I don't really have a ton of experience with it, so I really don't know. Just go to your doctor, have them tell you, because I'm really glad I did. I feel like I've talked for forever, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. I love that I can just talk and give you advice, actually. I hope it's good advice. Sometimes I'm not the best at talking, but I really love you guys. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys enter the giveaway that's going on my channel if you're watching this like live as they're coming out. The giveaway ends on the 18th. So make sure you guys are subscribed and you comment on this video and all the other Vlogmas videos for a chance to win $250. And make sure you follow me on TikTok and Instagram and like my most recent pictures and comment on them and TikToks to win another $250. I love you guys, and I cannot believe we're this far into Vlogmas already. And we've spent this many days with each other. Who knows? Maybe we'll keep it going longer than Christmas. I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow, beaches.